Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be discussing what Black women really want from Black men. Okay, so let me use this opportunity and just say, hey ladies, listen, if by the time you're done listening to the video, you have something extra to add, jump down in the comment section and go on ahead and add the things that you feel I left out. Okay, now let's go. And I really want the men to just take time and listen to what I do have to say. Because what women really want from men is just the main, you've always heard the protection, the provision, the leadership, the strategizing, the organizer, the this, the that. All those things are definitely universal across the board, all men, not just Black men. But here's the thing. Let me just use each of these. I'm going to take three things: the protection, the provision, the leadership. And I'm going to say a few things in there that doesn't get said a lot in these social media streets. So now here's it. Let's talk about protection. What women really want when they say they want protection from the Black man is this: they want the Black man to protect their emotions. Yes, men, I know, I get it. You know that women are very emotional. We live our lives first and foremost through our emotions, or from our emotional standpoint. That is just the way that God made us. Not to say that women cannot tweak their emotions here and there and think more logically. Women do think logically. It's just initially we're not going to think logically. We're first of all going to feel what you said, feel how this goes. We're going to feel first with our emotions. It's just automatic. We don't even realize we're doing it, but it's just an automatic thing. So women want men to just protect that. Bear with us, because we're more emotional than anything, any other creature out there. But just protect that to begin with. If the men can just protect our emotions, don't disregard our emotions, because honestly, our emotions are real. We're really feeling what we are portraying. We really are. Whether it is right or whether it's wrong, it's real because we're feeling that. So just before you go correcting a woman on her emotions, just acknowledge that she really is feeling the way she's feeling. Even if she's wrong and, her emotions are wrong, but it doesn't matter. What matters is that you acknowledge that she's really feeling that. Then men can work from there to bring her up to the logical standpoint where her feelings just tend to fall. Okay, that's number one when it comes to protection. The second thing is provision. What women really want when it comes to a man providing, finances aside, let's talk about something else under provision. Women want a man to provide a safe place. It's not a physical place, but just almost like a imaginary place for a woman to fully express herself, what she's saying. It takes women, in general, it takes women a while to express herself, because she's in her emotions and she's trying to express herself from an emotional standpoint. So it's not going to be quick. This is it. No, it's going to be, oh, da, 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 da. We're going to say so many things. If you ask a question, we're going to, first of all, feel that question. We're not going to think the question. We're going to feel the question. And our responses are, first of all, going to come from how we feel about the question, not necessarily what the question really is about. So we're typically going to ramble and ramble and ramble and ramble. And I get it. A lot of men don't have time for a woman to be rambling. I get that. But please, we're talking about marriage and we're talking about relationships. Please. This is part of the beauty of marriages and relationships is, the man accepting the woman for what she is and who she is and working through all of that. Because I don't think there will ever be a time where women will not act from her emotions. A lot of women, I would include myself in that, have learned how to navigate her emotions and just present more logically, even though the emotions are still there. But we're talking about marriage and we're talking about relationships. So there has to be women want the man to create that space for us to do a little rambling every once in a while. When we don't catch ourselves immediately, we're going to ramble. And it's our emotions talking through us. Our emotions are going this, that, and that, and that, and that. And you're sitting there like, oh my God, I just asked, what are we going to eat tonight? And 10 minutes later, she's still talking. Please, men, women really want you to just provide a safe space for us to just ramble sometimes. Because sometimes we are going to just ramble. It's our human female nature to just go this and go that, and our emotions just keep playing around with us, and we're playing around with our emotions. It just is the way we are, so just learn to just provide that space for women to do that sometimes. Maybe not all the time, but sometimes just allow, would allow us to just go on ahead and do that. You can interject and say, okay, hold on a minute. Can we just go back to the original question and ask it more specifically so she can give a more specific answer? And if you catch her rambling all over again, reel her back. It's okay. It's okay. Reel her back. Don't just, what am I trying to say here? Don't just downplay her emotions, because that's how we live and how we breathe, through our emotions. That's just the way that God above created us to be. Okay. And then you, as the guy that's in the relationship with the woman, you can just help her reel it back, but do it softly and gently, because women are what the Bible calls a weaker vessel. It does not mean that we are weak per se. It just means that we are more delicate than men, because we are more emotional than men, and emotions are very delicate. That's what that really means when the Bible says women are the weaker vessel. Naturally, we are more delicate. So just deal with us when you catch us rambling and in our feelings and in our emotions. Just kind of deal with us sternly, but in a delicate manner. You see, that's what women are looking for in a man when it comes to, providing. So the other thing I want to talk about is leadership. When women say they want, leadership from a man, they want a man to set boundaries. Yeah. Women typically don't do too well with boundaries, but we want the man to set the boundaries, and then we follow in those boundaries. Are women always going to trip over themselves when it comes to boundaries? Yes, we are. We're women. We're going to trip over ourselves. We're not going to follow those boundaries sometimes like we're supposed to, but we're expecting that the man will stand on his 2 feet and say, nope, these are the boundaries. And you get to follow them. These are the boundaries. Giving us a little wiggle room to make mistakes, yes. But at the same time, we don't want you to set the boundaries and then you back down from the boundaries. No, women don't want that. We may say we may act like we want that, but truth be told, women want a man that can set boundaries and stand on his 2 feet and say these are the boundaries and this is it. Because we realize that the man has to lead. Therefore, he has to be the one to set those boundaries in order for the relationship to move forward in a positive, healthy way. And we don't want you to waver in your boundaries. We want you to stand 10 toes deep on your boundaries, and then help us, lead us to just follow those boundaries. It may not make sense to men why women are like this. I don't know. It's just, God created us women like this. So that's why I believe that women need men to help navigate themselves, because women are more fluid and women are more, don't follow like a linear path. We follow more off the path, on the path, off the path, on the path. Where men are more, we're on the path, we're doing this, and this is how we get to where we want to go. And women are like, yeah, I know we want to go there, but can we do this? Can we do that? Can we go here? We're more off the path, on the path. And if a woman is leading in a relationship in her true nature, because that's the true nature of a woman, to be on and off and doing one of these things, even though it's not beneficial, but we just do it anyway because we're women. That's where the man comes in to set those boundaries and to lead so that we can follow. And men, if you're going to lead, you have to be strong on your leadership game so that we can be secure in our following. If women are not secure in her following, if she cannot trust your leadership, she's not going to follow. And then the marriage or the relationship will just come tumbling down. You see what I'm saying? Another thing is we want you men to call us to order. Women don't naturally like order. Our idea of order is zigzag, all over the place. While men, your idea of order is just order. But we want you to call us to order, because we sense that you can only be playful for so long. At some point in your relationship, you have to be more serious, more structured. So we're expecting that the man that we're in a relationship with will call us to order so we can be more structured, giving us, like I said, a little wiggle room to just do one or two things off the path that are not detrimental to the relationship, though. That's the thing. That's the key. You see, so it's necessary for men to do that, for us to call us to order, set those strong boundaries. Otherwise, the relationship is not going to survive. And we want the relationship to survive. The last thing I want to talk about is, men, please don't waste our time. Don't waste our time. What do I mean by that? This is what I mean. So if you men have found the type of woman, okay, that you want to marry, you've decided, yep, this is her. This is the woman I want to marry. Don't waste our time. I mean, it's so simple. Once you realize, yes, I want to marry this lady, don't wait 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20 years. Marry her. Put a ring on her finger and take her to the altar and marry her. You don't want her to eventually become resentful, or you don't want to resent her because you've been with her for so long and she's wonderful to be with, and this, that, and the other, you done had kids with her and stuff. Marry her. That's what women really want from men. We want men who have decided, yep, this is the woman I want to marry, or this is the woman I want to spend the rest of my life with. Put a ring on her finger, take her to the altar, and marry her. For those men that say, oh, they don't want to get the state involved in their relationship because of this, that, and the other, I understand that too. And I agree with you. But hey, I'm talking about the men who are willing and ready to marry, legally marry the woman that they have found. Please don't waste her time. Women don't have that much biological time that men do. So yes, if you're with her longer than 2 years and you want to continue to be with her, you're already wasting her time. Put a ring on it. March her down to the altar in her white dress. Do the right thing already, and wife her up. You see? Wife her up and continue the journey of you all being together. Because what women are not trying to do here is give, the milk for free. No men, you got to buy that cow. Like they say, you got to buy that cow because you're not going to be getting that milk for free. So wife her up, take her to the altar, do the right thing, and y'all continue your relationship in a positive, healthy way. So that's what I have for you today in this video. Ladies, if you feel like there is something that I missed out, go on ahead and put it in the comment section. There's a reason why I didn't speak on the usual things, you know, that when it comes to protection, provision, and leadership. There's a reason why I didn't speak on those usual things, because it's already out there. I really didn't want to beat that down. I wanted to talk about other things that you don't get to hear very often under the topic of leadership, protection, and provision. All right, I'll see you all in the next video.